Hello, gorgeous Gemini, and welcome to 2020. We are here at the very beginning of an impactful number. I think as humans, we look for patterns, and when we hit these decade points, and 2020 has got such symmetry and such beauty to it, I think we all feel that sense of resonance, that sense of something impactful going on here. Every year is impactful. Every year is important. Every part of the puzzle is important. When I looked at January for gems, I have to say a couple things really stuck out to me. First of all, January is an interesting time of year for Gemini. It is 8th house energy, and especially if you're a Gem rising, more than likely Capricorn season is your 8th house of death and transformation, the taboo, the hidden, the secret. Well, the hidden and secret are a little bit more 12th house, but the taboo, the hidden information, the information deep down, it has a lot to do with our root chakra and where we have deep areas of exploration. And also this is where we let go of control of the external circumstances and we dive a little bit deeper to find our answers. And so the sun is moving through Capricorn, but so is a lot of other energy, including Jupiter. And this coming year, Jupiter is moving through your 8th house. So this is going to be a big flavor for 2020 as a whole, and you're really getting a sense of it now in January. When Jupiter is moving through a sign like Capricorn, and especially if it's your 8th house like it is here, you're getting information, you're getting downloads from the more hidden, darker, shadowy part of yourself. Rather than from like the lit up, external, socializing part of yourself, you're getting wisdom and information from a deeper, darker source. And it can be a little mysterious. And it does ask us to fall a little bit more into blessings that come in the form that we don't expect them to come in, because they come in through avenues that are more in these taboo subject areas, right? And so that popped out to me. The other thing that popped out to me is that Mars is working through Sagittarius this month, which is giving you this huge infusion of focus and drive when it comes to your relationships and how you relate and how you share of your energy. And also, the other thing that's going on here is as we move through the 8th house, we're going to start moving into your 9th house. Aquarius energy is so good for gems. It lights you up. It gets you into that modality of thinking on the big range. So you're taking that kind of mercurial, quick mind, your ability to put ideas together, and it helps you harness that energy and start looking over the bigger picture. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is when the new year begins, we are smack dab in the middle of eclipse season. And the eclipses are happening in your 2nd house of home, or of value, of what you love and value, that Venus ruled energy, and your 8th house, Capricorn, death and transformation, other people's money, taboo topics, all of that. And we start this near the beginning of this month on January 10th with a full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer in that sign of what you love and value, what you care about, where you feel self-worth as well. So there's the message that came through in light of everything I've just been saying here. 5 of Pentacles just came out. Wow, okay. The message that came out was really simple for Geminis this month, and it was be big, be bold, and don't be afraid to get in there and allow big visions to radiate out from you. Don't cut yourself off at the knees. Do not. 5 of Cups. Okay. Gems. Don't let the old ways of thinking and doing and feeling hold you still. January, with the eclipses and with the fact that we are in a transformational season for Geminis, means that big emotions, big analysis could be coming up from the depths. Let's see what we have here. 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. Big emotions could be coming up for you where you are sitting with them and releasing them. 10 of Cups. And here's the thing. That might sound like really stressful, right? Like, of course, who wants to see 5 of Pentacles and 5 of Cups on the January 2020 reading, right? Oh, well, this is hopeless. not at all. Four of Swords. This work right here, this is where the real adventure and bounty begins. You know, positivity culture is really a great, beautiful thing. I love it. I love that, you know, we are focusing more and more on, you know, the quality of our thoughts and the way we speak to ourselves and the way we frame our interaction with the world. And I know you all can get behind the intellectual exercise that comes with doing that, of dismantling little prisons that we create for ourselves, little shackles, death, yes, big transformation ahead. I mean, you guys are mutable air, so there's always inherently in you a shifting, a changing, a movement-oriented energy, right? But in order to be fully free in those light, positive thoughts, Seven of Cups, we have to find balance and peace with our darker selves. And those adventurers who are willing to sit with the parts of ourselves that have felt unworthy, that have felt as though the heartache was going to last forever, those parts of ourselves that feel that they were locked in lack and lovelessness, in lack and loss, those of us who sit with this energy and give it love, and give it nurturing, and witness it, and detach from it, allow it to be, but yet not own it as our essential soul selves. These are the people that have the best potentials to help others, to lead, to nurture, and also to live a life of wild, beautiful magic. And that's the deal. We have to have the balance. Anybody who is not willing to sit with this aspect of existence, this uncertainty, this fog, these places of where we feel lack or lack of value, will always have a kind of half-baked experience. Now, I'm not suggesting we wallow in this energy, right? What I am saying is with the eclipse in Cancer and Jupiter moving into Capricorn, these are complex houses. The 2nd and the 8th house energies, Capricorn, Cancer for you, is always going to ask you to look at where you value things and what's working for you. And it's going to ask you to reassess your relationship to money, to wealth, to spirituality. It's going to do all of that. Capricorn season is definitely going to take you there. But this is an ace in your pocket because it gives you the advantage of being able to see clearly how far you've come. And that's the thing. You have something to build. You have somewhere that you are taking your adventure. You have somewhere where you are moving forward in life in a really meaningful, impactful way. You have something big in 2020 coming your way, right? 8 of Pentacles, it makes me think about all the work you've done leading up to this point. You think about like everything that you did in 2019, whether that was to slow down and nurture in, or do healing, or maybe go on some wild adventures and hit into some contrasts, or maybe even to have some really brilliant connections and relationships. Jupiter in Sagittarius is a very good thing for Gemini energy, and it was a very abundant and powerful year. Whatever it was, you accomplished a lot in 2019 and all the years leading up to that, right? There's kind of this bird's eye view energy with all of these first 4 cards that we have. The 8 of Pentacles is telling me you've amassed some skills. You've amassed some understanding. You've amassed some profound information that now, this year, you are going to be asked to apply in a very real way. And here's the deal with that. 4 of Pentacles likes to come in when we are being asked to take a big jump forward in life. It's the whole jump and the net will appear. It's the whole letting go of the rope logic, right? It's the faith logic. And the 4 of Pentacles represents that fear, right? That if we let go, there will be nothing after. And so this is telling me intrinsically, you all, when you look at these first 4 cards, what do I see? Right away, what I saw is, there's something you're meant to be going for, and it's making you a little scared. And you know what this is. You know what you're wanting to accomplish in 2020. You're knowing where you want to shift. It also makes me think about a concept that Martha Beck brings up, who's just one of my favorites. Such an amazing thinker and speaker talker. What's up with me today? Seriously. Thinker and speaker. She talks about this whole idea of shackles on and shackles off. And when we're assessing our life and we're thinking about where we want to put our energy and what we want our daily life to look like and our weekly life to look like, what feels like shackles on immediately when you think about doing it? When you look at your day, you look at your schedule, what feels like shackles on, where you feel heavy, weighed down, stuck, trapped? And what feels like shackles off? What feels like freedom? What feels light? What feels playful? When I see these cards here, what I see is, okay, there's the shackles off. There's Eight of Pentacles. You're like creating, doing. It's easy. You're in flow. You make it happen. And all the other three cards, shackles on, where you feel you are holding yourself prisoner in those, I have to do this, I should do this, I'm supposed to do this, this is who I'm supposed to be. And, you know, these narratives, maybe they're not ruling your entire life, but they tend to come up when we are being asked to take a big jump in life, when we are being asked to really grow and expand and step fully into our power. These energies like to appear right when there's the most important thing. And when we are growing, that is when we are tapping into and healing and reconnecting with our inner the afraid inner child that doesn't want to get hurt, right? And we are also giving it grace and releasing it. Now, here's the thing, you guys. You saw all this intensive kind of 8th house energy work, you know. We are in that new year, new beginnings, underground, you know, work period anyway, so it kind of really works with the Gemini flow. Where are you headed? 10 of Pentacles, or 10 of Cups, sorry. 10 of Cups is about ease, it's about joy, it's about lightness. You know, when I think about shackles off, 10 of Cups definitely comes to mind. These are free people, you know, this is free will. This is that feeling of freedom. Yes, you're with the people you love, you're in the experiences you want to be in, you're in the landscape you want to be in, and you feel free. And you feel loved, and you feel loving toward your life, toward your existence, right? Yes, this is about deep connection. This is about partnership. This is about going somewhere deeper. Guess what? People who want to live in the 10 of Cups land are always brave enough to go here first and to acknowledge where they want to shift, to acknowledge where they have some pain, and to not be afraid of that pain, to not let it be the thing that they identify with as who they are, but also not to pretend that it's not there. Our shadow, our deeper self, gives us all the fuel we need to be here. So there is a connection here between these two, and there's an invitation. And once again, once we hit into Aquarius season with you all, the vision expands. Now you're going through a change. And I think one of the visionary things that's coming in when I think about Aquarius season with you, when I think about the sun moving into Aquarius and then having that new moon in Aquarius on the 24th, I think about how you're going to be getting those flashes of insight about what this year is meant to be for you. And Gems, you know, I knew that it was about being big and bold and really owning your story and owning your path and not stopping yourself from believing in those big shifts and taking that really bold step forward in your life. Leaving behind what's not serving, leaving behind the shackles on feeling and going toward the shackles off. But I think January you're going to see. So we have the incorporation of the Four of Swords, the transformation of the Death card, and then the esoteric, ethereal, slightly seductive Seven of Cups. So what I see here is you're opening to this 10 of Cups, right? But in order to do that, you must integrate and you must change. There is no such thing as staying stuck, staying still, staying in the same space. If you want to experience something new, you move in a new way. And there's something big you're meant to shift. And it's still going to be there. It's in you. This is a part of you. This isn't something that's external to you that's being put on you. This shift, this change, this desire, this need for new growth is something that is coming from within you. It's inside the house. It's very fitting for 8th house, right? The call is coming from inside the house. What's more terrifying than that? To realize that it's nothing that anybody else is putting on you. And the thing is that, Seven of Cups is a card of ascension. Yes, sometimes people associate this with self-delusion or obsessing about the fantasy or getting lost in the illusion of something, and overindulging in substances that increase that sense of illusion. But this is also an energy of allowing yourself to ascend to the space you want to take up in the world, to pick up the cup that really serves you. And it's also telling me, you like I was telling you, with that Jupiter where it is and where it's moving this year, your blessings come in through not the formed, not the concrete, not the objective. They come through this very mysterious other space. And you leaning into that fog more and more is where you're going to get the most clarity. This month I'm pulling a final card from the Animal Totem Tarot. And this is a really beautiful deck. It's just a different lens through which we can kind of think about the path and the journey. The natural world is extremely profound in giving us information and teaching us, reminding us of the mechanisms of things. King of Wands, Tasmanian Devil. King of Wands is visionary. That's classically visionary energy. Willing to go for it. Very intelligent, very witty. Also cunning, smart, exploratory. There's a sense of brazenness with the King of Wands in this deck. Not even questioning what is meant for him, right? And that may seem pompous, right? Like, you don't want to just be an ego walking around torturing everybody else. But there's a big difference between just kindly and honestly embracing who you're meant to be and, trying to fake it on the surface, right? And that's the thing. If you're willing to sit with these shadows, you're not faking it. This is something real from within you. I have a little New Year wish toast that I would love to make to you for 2020 and for January and this year ahead. So here I am with my sparkling water. I'm going to toast this to you and wish you so well. May you trust into those places inside of you that feel mysterious and unknown. May you feel connected with the people closest to you and nurtured by those connections. May you allow your inner guidance system to deliver new ways of moving through the world. May you feel at ease in the mystery and the unknown. May you trust yourself. Cheers, beautiful Gemini family. I'm really excited for this year for you. I think it's going to be a mystical year. I think you're going to look back on 2020 and be like, wow, the way that worked with me and changed me and molded me and took me to new places was wild, unexpected. I could never have written it from where I was in 2019 or 2018 or even January 2020, honestly. It's only the tip of the iceberg of this adventure. So leaning into it, using that mutability that you have innately in you is definitely a gift at this time. If you want more about what's coming in 2020, if you want to know more about my personal journey and what I'm doing in my personal life, please come over and join me on Patreon. We have so much fun together. I even discussed Jupiter and Capricorn, but I'm also going to be covering a lot of other major transits regularly throughout the year where you may be finding more impactful energy and how to connect with it. And I'm going to be adding a lot of resources there as well as the weekly astrology write-up. So if you haven't joined me over there, I would love to see you there. Thank you so much to those of you who have already joined me. And you can also find me on Instagram at Sarah Verba, and I will have the limited number of readings in 2020. I have not opened up that calendar yet. I'm still working through what time zones I'm going to be in and what the schedule is going to be. But if you want to be included on the notification list for those readings, I would highly recommend you email me so that I can get you set up so you will know when my calendar opens if you want to do one-on-one work with me. And of course, I'm always, this crown that Tiffany at PinkLune made for me is one of my favorite things in the whole world. It means so much to me. I wear it all the time. She made this one specifically for me, but she has other beautiful crowns, other beautiful brass pieces that she's been creating. So go check out her Etsy shop. I will leave her link and all of her info in the description box below. I'm sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful beginning to 2020. I know that it's going to be a magical, wild ride for you all, and I'll see you for more moon magics and for the February readings very soon.